Today I'm going to be sharing some of my subscribers' scary stories. A few weeks ago, I've asked some of you to send in your horrifying experiences, the things that made you stop feeling safe in your own home. And I've gotten some really good stories. I want you to pay attention, not just to my voice, but to the silence in your own home. Because the people who sent these in, they were sitting right where you are when their stories began. All right, let's dive into the first story. I moved into the studio apartment last month. It's one of those lofts where the bed is on the raised platform, so there are these 4 wooden steps leading up to it. Since the place is tiny, the wood is old, and every single step has a different creak. You know how that is. You just get used to the sounds of your own home. Well, about a week ago, I'm lying in bed. It was pitch black, totally silent. Then I hear it. The bottom step. I figured it was just the building settling, but then 10 seconds later, the second step. My heart just stopped. I live alone, and I don't have any pets. I'm staring at the edge of the loft where the stairs end, but I can't see anything in the dark. I was frozen. I waited for the third step, and nothing. I eventually convinced myself I was just tired and imagining it. But then I felt it. The mattress didn't dip like someone sat on it, but like something pressed down gently. I reached for my phone to turn on the flashlight, but before I could, I hear what sounds like bare feet brushing against the floor. I tried to hurry up and flip the light switch on the wall. When the lights hit, there was nothing there. No one in the room. When I looked at the wooden steps, I seen what looked like dirt on each step. But the worst part, the dirt wasn't on the top step. It was on the edge of my duvet, right where I felt the pressure. It doesn't make any sense. There is no dirt around my house, and I take off my shoes at the door. I would have noticed it right away. I've been sleeping on the sofa with the lights on ever since. I lived in this house for 3 years. Never had a problem. But about 2 weeks ago, I started seeing something. It's always when I'm sitting on the couch in the living room. From where I sit, I can see the long hallway that leads back to the bedrooms. It started as just a quick movement in the corner of my eye. I'd look up and nothing. I figured it was just floaters in my eyes or the light hitting the dust. But then it started to look more solid. Last night was the breaking point. I was watching a movie, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw a head peeking out from behind the corner of the hallway wall. It was just watching me. I didn't move for like a full minute. I just stared at the TV, but focusing my peripheral vision on it. The second I finally snapped my head around to look at it directly, it vanished, but it didn't just disappear like a ghost. It whipped back behind the wall so fast. And the last thing I saw, I swear on my life, was what looked like someone's hair snapping out of sight, like it didn't hide fast enough. I stood up and ran to the hallway and yelled, "Who's there?" I checked every room. I went back to the couch, my heart pounding, and I sat there for another hour. And then I saw it again. The same spot. This time, it was lower to the ground, like it was crouching. I didn't even turn my head this time. I just grabbed my keys and ran out the front door, afraid to look back. As I was pulling out of the driveway, I looked up at the living room window. The curtains were parted a couple inches, and I swear I saw the same thing looking through, like it was watching me drive away. I can't shake the feeling that if I'd stayed, it wouldn't have hidden the next time I looked. I live alone, small one-story house, built in the early 2000s. No history, no tragedies, nothing like that. I work from home, so I'm here pretty much all the time. About a month ago, I started noticing that when I would go to bed, my bedroom door would be slightly open in the morning. Not wide, just cracked. The thing is, I always shut it completely because my AC vent is loud and I sleep better with the door closed. It clicks when I shut it. You have to push it in all the way. The first couple times I figured I just didn't close it hard enough. Then I started making it a point to double check it. I'd stand there and physically pull on it after closing it to make sure it was latched. Still, some mornings it would be cracked open. I told myself it was the air pressure. But here's where it gets weird. One night, I woke up randomly. I don't know what time it was still dark. I wasn't fully awake, just that half asleep state, and I heard what I thought was my fridge opening. A soft thump and then a seal noise. I remember laying there thinking, why did I just open the fridge? Except I hadn't gotten out of bed. I sat up and listened. Nothing else. No footsteps, no cabinet doors, just silence. I grabbed my phone and checked the time. 2:31 a.m. I stayed in bed because I was too afraid to get up to check it out. The next morning, one of my kitchen cabinets was open. Just one. The one above the fridge. I know I didn't leave it open because I'm kind of obsessive about closing cabinets. I hate the way they look when they're open. Again, I tried to rationalize it. Maybe I grabbed something earlier and forgot. But it started happening more. Not every night, just random. Then something happened that I can't really explain why. I bought one of those cheap indoor cameras. Not because I thought something paranormal was happening. I honestly thought maybe I was sleepwalking. I set it up facing my hallway and bedroom door. The first 2 nights, nothing. The third night, I checked the footage. At 2:31 a.m., my bedroom door slowly opens about 3 inches. Very slowly. Not like it swings open, it just eases open. Nothing comes in or out. It just opens, and then it stays that way. I watched the clip probably 50 times. What bothers me the most isn't that it opened, it's how slow it opened. Like someone was being careful. 2 nights ago, I woke up at 2:31 a.m. again, and this time, my door was already open. I could see straight down the hallway from my bed, and I swear, the darkness looked off. Like it wasn't just empty space. I didn't see a person. I didn't see a face, but it felt occupied. I didn't move. I didn't grab my phone. I just closed my eyes and pretended that I was asleep. Nothing huge has happened since, but every night at 2:31, I wake up now. I just don't think I'm alone in my house anymore. If you guys want to hear more scary stories like this, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe.